There he is, Mr. Handsome himself. Say hello to Dakota. She just earned the right to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
If you go over to Scores, you can hang with her.
Yeah.
All right, good job, Dakota.
Thank you.
Like Lachey, looking awfully nervous. I heard you're nervous coming in here. Don't be nervous,
Why
dude.
would he be nervous?
You're banging a super hot piece of ass.
What could we do to him?
I'm nervous around hot strippers. That's what the...
Oh, is that what it is?
I gotta meet that Reno star.
The Reno star. Are you a real religious guy or something?
Am I religious?
Yeah. I got a million questions.
I was brought up religious. I'm not super religious. I mean, I have beliefs, but I'm not, you know...
See, I never knew who you and your wife were. I didn't know 98 Degrees.
No?
I didn't know that,
Yeah, what did they say?
You know, you're not alone.
What do you sing?
We had a song called The Hardest Thing. We had a song called I Do.
How'd you get in that band? Was that like one of those boy bands?
Lachey.
Did you have to audition?
Yeah, no, we didn't audition. We put ourselves together.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we were the only ones that actually weren't from Orlando, Florida. And
where'd you grow up?
Put ourselves together. Ohio.
And you would a bunch of other guys would get together and dance?
No, that's the one. If you ever saw us perform, you knew we were not dancers. We were.
Were you guys like a barbershop quartet?
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of
music.
Well, we actually used to sing barbershop at an amusement park.
Wow.
So you were a real good singer in high school. You got together with a bunch of other dudes. You put together a band. You came up by what? By just like getting out there, going to clubs and playing and stuff?
We moved to L.A. and we'd go sing at City Walk and like public places. Put out the little hat, get money. And
what would you sing? Cover songs or?
Yeah, we'd sing. Like Boys II Men was really popular then, so we'd sing a lot of Boys II Men stuff.
Did you play your own instruments, or you had like a track?
No, we'd sing a cappella all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
And how'd you get discovered?
We actually were touring with Montel Jordan, which we just kind of got through coincidence, got hooked up with him, and then we did a demo. And it got to Motown, and Motown signed us.
Wow.
Did everyone you know think you were sort of gay because you were in a band, like not like a rock band, but like a pop band? Do they think like, oh, that's gay?
Not at all.
No.
Girls love that stuff.
So you were getting laid. So you banged other chicks before Jessica Simpson?
You weren't a virgin.
Yeah. I was not a virgin.
Thank God, man. How old are you now?
I'm 29.
29.
Oh,
and
you're 29.
And you got married, when you were 28? 27? How long have you been married to this broad?
Yeah, 27.
27. Jessica Simpson, and you have the TV show on MTV.
Newlyweds.
Newlyweds.
Right.
And it's gotten you guys a lot of attention.
It has.
But
now we know who you are.
Has it been bad kind of attention? Like, because it's making Jessica look really, really dumb. Let me tell you something. I think that broad is one of the hottest chicks I've ever seen in my life. Who do you think is hotter, Britney Spears or your wife?
Absolutely my wife.
And I agree.
Absolutely.
I think your wife is maybe one of the top 5 chicks right now running around
She's smoking. She's smoking.
Yeah. First of all, breasts real or fake? I say they're fake.
Absolutely real. 100%.
Really?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
They're great. Big.
No, she is a gift from God. 2 gifts from God, actually. And
She got
you
more than
swear
2.
to God?
I swear on
that
my
those
life.
are real.
I swear to God they're real.
Because it's very unusual to find a girl that thin, with that kind of body, with real boobs.
Well, they used to be huge, and she lost a little weight, and now they're just perfect.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's super hot. Would I love to bang her? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, there's quite a few people out there I'm sure would love to.
But would I marry her? Because you're way smarter than her, and you know that. I mean, the chicken of the sea, the buffalo wings, all the...
You're seeing snapshots. See, these are just little snapshots of life,
But does it drive you... Like you're a bright guy. It seems like you're a bright guy. I mean...
Maybe it hasn't gotten to the point yet where... he's sick of it.
I think it's that occasional, marriage annoyance, but it doesn't drive me crazy.
Right. But, okay, let me understand something. How do you meet this broad? How do you get her? She said absolutely no sex before marriage, but doesn't mean you didn't get oral? And you didn't get, could you do... some guys get anal. Yeah. And like a girl will think, well, I'm saving myself if I just give him anal.
Yeah, that didn't apply in our case.
Right.
Anal was definitely considered...
I can't see her going for anal.
Virginity lost.
Right.
But oral was okay? Was that on the table?
We had fun, We weren't.
Let me understand something.
We weren't.
How long did you date? How long did you date the broad where it was like a sexual and you were committed to her and she was committed
I started dating her when she was, I guess, 18. So
you were getting that. Oh, well, you weren't getting that.
No, I wasn't.
But you were her boyfriend when she was 18.
I was her boyfriend. I was 25, so I'm 7 years older than her.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
so then
how hard is that for a 25-year-old guy who's been active to not have?
It's like this. When you finally meet someone, like if you've been on the road and you're in a band and you start to like question when you're ever going to meet someone that's legitimate and who has a good heart, who's a good person. And as soon as I met her, I was blown away by her. So
because she was so hot.
Yeah, well, she was hot, and she had a great personality. She had a lot, she had a good heart. She, pretty much everything that I was, looking for in a girlfriend.
You think she'd be a good mother to your children?
Yeah.
Like if the kids say, "What's tuna fish?" and she doesn't know. I mean, you got to be.
I think she's still got things to learn.
To learn, but she'll teach you.
Yeah, ultimately, she's going to be a great mom.
Right, let me understand something. I got to get into this. Chick says to you like that, and she's super hot. She's in high school. You meet her. She's talented. She can definitely sing.
Right.
And I heard her record. Beautiful voice. The whole thing.
Right.
So and she's got her own money. That's a plus, man. So you meet her. She's hot. You figure, okay, I'll put in some time and I'll bang her. She starts telling you, look, I'm not banging you. I'm waiting until I get married. That's my thing.
Right.
You're saying to yourself, I'll bang her. I'll just wear her down.
Now, see, literally, the first telephone conversation I ever had with her was probably, 3.5 hours long. And in that conversation, she told me that one of her biggest things was that I don't know how it came up because I didn't bring it up myself, but she said, I will not have sex before marriage.
How many years did you date her before you married her?
We dated almost 3 years, and we broke up for a little bit.
Okay.
And then we got back together.
So in the 3 years you're dating her, like I guess like the first year you're just making out with her and feeling her up over her shirt.
Yeah, it was a little that dry humping thing, which is,
Like did she use her hand on you at all? You had to get off. I mean, you're a 25-year-old guy at that point.
Well, I'm not above, masturbation either, so...
Mutual masturbation.
Well...
But you mean you would go home and pleasure yourself?
If need be.
God damn, I can't believe the time you put in on this, broad. Imagine...
But look how worth it was.
Can I tell you something? I had a buddy put in 3 years with a chick. She would not have sex with him. This is when we were in high school. And this chick was hot. Not as hot as your wife.
No, I had the same thing.
Yeah. Put in 3 years. Then we go... She breaks up with him. First guy she meets, she bangs. Boom. Just like that.
A good friend of mine was with his girlfriend for probably 3 years. And finally she breaks up with him and then goes right out and sleeps with the first guy she's with.
Is it a smart move for a chick to say to a guy, look, I'm not banging you until we get married? Because in a way, maybe you never would have gotten married if you were banging her. How much of that played into it?
But I think that's like the screening process, you know what I mean? Like, if she tells me that right off the bat and I'm, well, I can't handle this, I'm gone, then that's not the kind of guy she's looking for.
Were you nervous on your wedding night that you're here, you've put in 3 years with a chick, everything's perfect?
I got to ask another question, because they broke up for a little while.
Yeah.
Did you go crazy?
Did you have sex with other chicks when you broke up for a while?
Yes,
I didn't go crazy. I didn't go crazy, but I was on tour.
Right.
And I did date other people.
How long? Like, I know you went back with her because of September 11th, right?
Well, I was, that was one of the factors.
You needed her. But wasn't it hard to, like, when you were out banging chicks and stuff, saying, man, this is so much better than being with Jessica because she just, I want to have sex. I want to complete here.
Well, I mean, if it was like that, then I wouldn't have ever gotten back with her.
She's just so great.
No, I mean, she's a great person. It's obviously it's more than the sex,
Take me to your wedding night.
Anymore.
She's so hot. Take me. I can't imagine what she looks like naked, but it sounds great. Is there any flaw on her?
There really isn't.
No cellulite on the ass.
She's got a little gas, and
oh yeah.
But other than that, it's a flawless.
She have nice feet.
She's got beautiful feet. Yeah.
Good legs, everything.
Yeah, great legs.
All right, so fast forward to your wedding night. I'll go back to the courtship, but fast forward to your wedding night. You get there on the wedding night, and everything's been great. Now you're finally going to do it. Where do you do it? Where did you go on your honeymoon? Like, did you do it on the honeymoon, or did you did it like in the hotel that night?
We did it. We split the reception probably 12:30, so we would have plenty of time.
Wasn't she nervous that it could be really bad for her with you? And I mean, imagine it just didn't work out. Like, there was no trial run. Did you guys have a prenuptial agreement? You probably had to.
No, we had no prenuptial agreement.
Well, what if the sex was bad? I mean, like, literally, like, you couldn't get it up. I mean, she doesn't know.
I think she knew I could get it up.
Yeah. Well, but let's say you're a quick straw McGraw. The first time you banged her,
well,
does she walk out of the room in like a sexy outfit? Like, there's got to be a big build-up. You're like, oh my God, we're finally going to do this.
Yeah, rose petals everywhere, and the candles, and the champagne,
you did that?
And strawberries. Yeah. It's your wedding night. You got to, if a girl is going to save herself till her wedding night, it's got to be the most magical scenario possible.
Were you nervous you would disappoint her?
Absolutely. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Someone holds out their whole life for this moment.
Was she your first virgin?
Well, no.
Man, I've never had a virgin.
He's had 2.
No one let me tell you something. No one's wanted me.
Even your first girlfriend?
My first girlfriend didn't want to do it with me because she wasn't a virgin, and she said, I'm going to be your first, and I'll be stuck in your head the rest of your life, and I don't want to be the girl that's stuck in your head. She didn't want to be in my head.
Oh, come on.
Can you imagine?
It's terrible.
You see what a loser I am? You're a good-looking guy, and you can sing. You got a thing going on. I've been virgin. What girl?
Girls are throwing their virginity at him.
So you've had other virgins.
But how about now? I mean, now you're a big star.
I think if I start taking virginity, it'll be a little rough.
The police will come after
you
at this point.
Let me understand something. So it's the wedding night. What hotel are you at?
We were at the Barton Creek Resort in Austin, Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
You get married there? Your family's from there or something?
She's from Texas.
Okay. So she says, look, I'm going to slip into an outfit. She goes in the bathroom, what? She prepares?
No. It was much more rip the wedding dress off and
go for it.
So you had already set up the room beforehand, and as soon as you got there...
Yeah, it was. So every detail was taken care of.
I've never taken a girl's virginity. From what I understand, it can be painful for the woman. Like, I mean, her hymen.
Right.
I mean, you've done it. I haven't.
Right.
Was it very messy, this encounter?
Not terribly. No.
Was it painful for her?
She didn't seem to be in too much pain.
Was she disappointed in the sense that she was, oh, my God, it hurt? And it's not what I was expecting.
If she was disappointed, she was a good enough wife to not say it. And
she said she dug it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Was it easy going?
And she's continued to say that she digs it.
Didn't you have to use some lube or something just because it's her first and she had to be?
No. She was, I mean, it's your wedding day. The whole time you're at the reception, all you could think about is, getting out of the reception and getting upstairs. And so
that was like foreplay.
Lubrication was not a problem.
Is it painful for you? Because, I mean, you have to do some work there, right?
The only thing painful for me was focusing on trying not to blow it.
Right.
And blow it too early.
Because you want to give her a good first experience.
I mean, this is her groundbreaking moment.
Did you pleasure yourself, let's say, during the day of the wedding so that you would hold out longer?
I weaned myself up to the moment. Yes,
no kidding. I would do the same exact thing. I appreciate your honesty.
You have to make sure that you're in the proper, frame of mind.
And you're absolutely sure she was a virgin.
I'm absolutely sure.
There was no mistaking it.
There was no mistaking it.
You had to clean up the sheets afterwards?
She was absolutely a virgin.
You cleaned up the sheets afterwards?
I didn't personally.
But you would check for a mess.
I'm sure that housekeeping took care of the sheets.
Does a virgin feel different? You've been with both, obviously. You've been on the road. Is everything better with a virgin? Is it, like, unbelievable, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, I think it depends on who you're comparing it against. I mean,
I see.
Obviously, there's some sloppy stuff out there. Not that I myself know.
How many times did you bang your new wife, on your wedding night? Did you go 2 or 3 times? Was she like, oh my God, I want to do it again?
I think it was 2. And
two.
Then, the thing about your wedding night is it's just. I mean, the wedding night is like, you're so exhausted by the time it's all this lead up and build up.
But I'd been to the party already, so I'm saying, you hadn't banged. I mean, you had to be curious. 3 years you put in, chick's a piece of ass, no question about it. All right, so she gave you oral. I'm assuming she did some oral for you before you got married. Am I correct?
We had plenty of fun.
A lot of oral. So you had seen her naked before that?
I don't know that I'd ever seen her completely naked.
Wow. Because if she had gotten completely naked and you were naked, there was no way you'd be able to resist.
Well, I think, we're both human. If you tempt yourself too much, eventually you're going to...
Did you ever say to her during the 3 years, what is the point? You're already, you were 20, let's say 28 at one point, and she's 20, I don't know, 22 or 21, whatever it is. You ever say to her, like, what are we doing? This is stupid. I mean, we're doing oral. We're practically naked here. I got your top off. I got your panties undone.
You know what? I really tried to be respectful of it, because I knew if I ever crossed the line and say she would have given in at some point, she would have never forgiven me for it. She would have always, in the back of her mind, resented me for...
You think?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Or you would have been obligated to be married at some point, and
Well,
you really...
who cares if a chick resents you anyway if you're married to her? They end up resenting you anyway.
Resent you anyway.
Yeah.
Good point.
She already resents you.
No, but, I didn't. I wanted to marry her. It wasn't about, having to. I just didn't want her to look back on it and say, I lost it this way.
Right.
It wasn't perfect.
Yeah, because I think it's, in her mind, she's very old-fashioned. She wanted the fairy tale wedding. She wanted the fairy tale moment, the fairy tale wedding night, and that's why it was so much,
So would you
pressure.
recommend it?
I mean, like I told her, I don't necessarily, I respected her view on it, and I think if you have a personal conviction about it, then absolutely, it's the right thing to do.
Amazing to me.
Yeah,
You would never have put up for that.
Never. Because, first of all, look at this guy. He's a good-looking guy. He's in a band.
You get girls.
You get girls. I'm like, hey, Jessica's hot and everything, but you know what? I want to go out and bang. And you know what?
Oh, man.
I want to have some fun.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't have to play with a baby
here.
Know. Yeah, that's the thing. Did you ever say to yourself, I could get hit by a car tomorrow. I could have been banging. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like...
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, you were no spring chicken.
It's a leap of faith, you
were a 26, 27, 28-year-old guy during this whole thing.
Time.
Yeah, it's prime time for banging. How long did you break up with her so that you could go, before you got back with her on September 11th?
She broke up with me, actually.
Yeah. Oh, really? Because she needed some time to develop.
Well, I had dated her since she was 18, so I was pretty much the only guy she'd ever really, legitimately been with.
So did she date other guys while you broke up?
I think she dated a couple other guys.
And what did she do? She gave them oral?
You know what? We never got there. I've never asked, and I don't even want to know. That's her secret to keep.
Yeah, who wants to know? She probably did some oral. Who knows? She probably banged these other guys.
Absolutely not, Howard.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Just for proof, do you have the number of the Mexican that cleaned the sheets?
Oh, sorry.
I got to tell you.
Just because it's Texas,
It's pretty wild, though, man, because, I mean... You could be getting plenty, and she saved herself. God damn, I don't know any girls like that.
And for me, you believe that?
I wonder how she is in the bed, though, because, chicks who save themselves aren't that sexual.
Oh, man. That's not true.
She's sexy.
You can look at her and tell she's a sexual girl. That is a natural instinct in her.
Human nature.
You haven't tried anal yet, though.
They learn fast.
You haven't tried anal?
Not yet.
That your thing?
We're still in the first year, though.
Yeah, that's true. You'll work her into it.
Give us time to work up to it.
Give her 3 years.
We're still experimenting with different positions.
Yeah, don't knock her up too fast and ruin that body.
Nah.
She's still a young girl.
Well, she's got, and as you've seen, she's not exactly ready to jump into motherhood yet.
I was going to say, she's kind of a baby.
She's good child training for me. So.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You got a child there on your hand.
I'm practicing my fatherly instincts here.
Hey, do me a favor. Have you seen the picture on the internet of your wife getting out of a car and her top falls down and her boob is sticking out? Is that real or fake?
You know what? I haven't seen that one.
Put it up. I got it on.
Yeah, I'm actually dying to see that.
Take a look and just confirm. Is that real or fake? Here, wait. Yeah, you see the boob sticking out?
Ooh.
Oh.
Where was that picture taken, and is that real?
God. You know what? I think that's fake.
Why do you say that?
Doesn't look like her. Doesn't look.
Turn around and look behind you. You can see close up. Why do you say it's not her?
I think hers are a little lower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a fake.
They put her head on
That's
somebody?
a fake.
Well, she's hot.
Plus, I'm hovering like a hawk whenever she wears stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're at the VMAs, and she's about to pop out, and I'm standing there like a vulture.
I love it.
Yeah, that outfit at those video awards was nice.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
I mean, the one you were wearing.
Hey,
Thank you.
Is her mom
I looked long and hard for that.
I mean, I guess you got to kind of say she.
Yeah, I would know. Yeah, she definitely passed the mom test. Yeah.
How old is the mom?
You can see the mom and the dad on the show.
Oh yeah.
They're there from time to time.
Is she totally bangable?
The mom?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get in big trouble if I.
She got any sisters?
Who, Jess?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a younger sister.
She hot?
Real cute, yeah.
How old?
She just turned 18.
She look like your wife?
You can definitely tell they're sisters. They don't look exactly alike.
Is she saving herself?
You know what? I've never had that conversation.
She has the big
with
boobs, too? The natural boobs?
She's got a great body, yeah.
Maybe I should hook up.
Does she sing?
18's a little young. My kids will freak out. But if she could keep quiet about it.
But if she's a star, does she sing?
Yeah, she's actually on that show, Seventh Heaven, and she's
oh, no kidding.
Yeah, she's got a record deal, too.
Oh, look at that.
Signed with Geffen Records.
I'll bang her.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not putting up for that virgin crap. I'm not you, man. I got that much time.
Type.
Could she pass for 20?
She does in bars, yeah.
So what's this? You got a new solo album, huh?
Yeah.
Featuring the single This I Swear.
This I Swear.
Available in what is that about? Your wife?
It's actually the theme song to the show. When the opening credits come up, that's this. I swear, that's the song. So.
Do I have the song? Oh, CD1. Let me hear what you're doing. Oh, but one more question. Where did you meet this Jessica Simpson? Because God damn,
we used to have the same. We used to have the same manager. So I remember I was over in Europe and my manager called and said, I just signed this new girl. She's smoking hot. Yeah. She's great body and everything else. And he was asking me to write some songs for her.
My agent has never hooked me up with anyone.
Oh man. That's part of the contract.
I never get a call from Don Buchwald that says, I met a girl who's smoking hot.
And
she's...
She needs some songs.
Nobody ever thinks of me.
She calls herself the Night Bird.
Yeah.
Actually, so I finally met her at the holiday parade in Los Angeles, and she was there with her family, and I was actually there with another girl.
No, that's good, though.
Yeah. And she was there, and, kind of looked at each other across the room, that whole thing.
So when do you make the move?
What do you mean, the anal move?
No. Give
us a couple years for that.
Right.
No, when do you hook up?
It was like a month and a half later. I finally gave her my number or whatever, and we started talking.
So your wife's never going to bring out the chicks into the bed, though. I don't see her going there. She's like all moral. What is she, religious?
Her dad was a preacher, so she grew up Southern
Jesus
Baptist.
freak.
Yeah. She's very religious.
Do they make you go to church?
You know what? I haven't been to church in some time.
I hope you did all your living, man. Have you ever had a three-way? I mean, outside of your wife when you were single?
I have not.
You haven't?
I haven't.
Because you didn't get it with her.
No.
Not with all that
they'll
Jesus
have
crap.
time when it's over. Because you don't think this is lasting forever, do you?
Absolutely. Although I've heard there are bets now in London. Some London gaming house is taking, bets, and there's odds on how long our marriage will last.
Is that right?
It's not going to last forever. I know that. I'll tell you what, either she's going to go, I need to experience another guy, or you're just going to go, you know what?
Yeah, but she had her chance. I gave her chance.
Or you're going to get fed up with her.
She was a young girl. She didn't even know.
Dude, sometimes on that show, you look so annoyed with her. I mean, like, to the point, like, it's just like, what am I doing?
Especially when you walk into that bedroom and you see all the clothes lying. Is that right?
It's not going to last forever. I know that. I'll tell you what, either she's going to go, I need to experience another guy, or you're just going to go, you know what?
Yeah, but she had her chance. I gave her chance.
Or you're going to get fed up with her.
She was a young girl. She didn't even know.
Dude, sometimes on that show, you look so annoyed with her. I mean, like, to the point, like, it's just like, what am I doing?
Especially when you walk into that bedroom and you see all the clothes lying everywhere.
Yeah.
We're learning, we're learning. And you got to remember the show is just, it's snapshots. It's not the whole package.
It seems to be an awful lot of arguing already.
Well, yeah, that's part of, part of marriage, right?
Man, that's too much. You'll be out of that in 5 years. Mike, go ahead. You're on the air. So what?
Howard, listen, about 6-7 years ago, I used to hang out at a place called Hippie Hollow. Does Nick know about that?
Hippie Hollow?
Hippie Hollow. Where is Hippie Hollow?
Hippie Hollow is on a lake called Lake Travis in Houston, Texas. Or I'm sorry, not in Houston, in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, I've never been to Hippie Hollow.
Have you ever had Jessica? She's ever been there before? Because me and my buddies used to go there all the time. Jessica used to always be there. And Howard, you talk about a set of cans. This chick used to lay out nude with all of her friends at this place, Hippie Hollow. She is so smoking hot you couldn't believe it.
Wow. Yeah, I tell you, boy, she's got some smoking body.
Wow.
I can't believe her boobs are real.
My wife and her deep, dark secrets.
She used to nude bathe at Hippie Hollow?
I have to get to the bottom of that.
And this guy was watching in the bushes. I wish I'd been there with you.
Because I wasn't watching in the bushes, man. I was right there on the beach. And, Howard, you want to know something? You're not asking this guy some of the right questions. See, because you're a celebrity, and you're used to being around these groupies and all these girls that want to bang you. You and Robin both glossed over the fact that this guy broke up with Jessica for a year and a half, or however long it was.
We didn't gloss over it. I mean, he did it, and he went out and he banged a bunch of chicks.
Yeah, but what I want to hear is the guy's system. I mean, what happens? Does a guy go on stage, he performs, there's somebody in the audience?
How's it work if you're a star? Yeah, what do you do? Like, where do you go to meet the girls? Do you ever, pick up chicks backstage? I mean, you know the whole rundown. This guy could go anywhere and get chicks.
I mean, when you're on stage, at a concert, you could do anything, I've seen, not our group never did it, but other groups, they'd send guys out in the crowd and recruit girls during the show. So, I mean, you can do whatever you want. We just never were really that into it.
Here's what some math I just did, though. Here's the question I got for you on the phone.
Yeah.
If you were looking at his wife 6 years ago, she was like 15. You would watch a bunch of 15-year-olds naked.
Right.
What a perv.
You perv.
Perv.
That's pretty sick.
See, there's the question.
It's pretty sick, isn't it?
Yeah, I love Texas.
Let me hear some of your music here. See what you're up to. Now, this is the theme song from the show?
Yeah, this is the theme song in the beginning, the beginning credits.
All right, this is called This I Swear, right?
Yeah, it's nice, nice love ballad.
Let me see what you're up to. That's the song to your wife?
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a whole racket going. Yeah, you got a nice voice. Yeah. Ralph, go ahead. You're on the air.
First of all, let me say, I love dumb hot chicks.
Right.
So I'm with you, man. But here's what I think the problem's going to be. He's just going to get embarrassed by this because it's so out there now. You just see all these dumb things she does. And he's already got the rap. I mean, he said about 100 times it's a snapshot. So he's already getting embarrassed.
I mean, what more could she do to embarrass me, though? I mean, she's already basically...
Just get sick of it. Don't listen to your friends. They're all jealous. They're just gonna oh, dude, how can you...
I really couldn't believe they signed up for a second season.
As long as she's not annoying, though.
No, she's great.
No, yeah, but what possibly could we go through in the second season we haven't been through in the first,
Aren't you tired of that?
How more could I be embarrassed?
She's hot, though, man. I got to see.
Just promise us, when you guys get the divorce, like within a couple of years, just have that on the show, too.
Yeah, don't be afraid to put that on.
That's third season's the divorce.
Yeah, that'll be good.
We're saving it for either a kid or a divorce. We don't know which one yet.
They also remind me a little bit of Tommy Lee and Pam with all the baby honey talk. Everything's baby sugar honey.
Yeah. There's a lot of babe
What
in
was
there.
that thing the other night with her tongue, and you were like, oh, honey, don't be so stupid. Shut up.
What did she do with her tongue?
I don't know. What did she do with her tongue, man?
You know what? I didn't even see the other night's episode.
I got some clips.
All right.
It was something with
chicken. I got the chicken in the sea comment. Everyone's heard that already.
Yeah.
When she thought she didn't know if it was tuna or chicken.
That was pretty shocking.
I got the.
Did you know she was this dumb? Or?
Jessica Buzz. Hey, this guy's wife. Be quiet.
She has moments of ditziness. She's really, she's a very smart girl.
Jessica Simpson buys $750 worth of underwear.
It was like 2 pair of underwear.
Yeah.
That was
That's got to piss a guy off.
Just look at the credit card receipt, if nothing else.
That's just silly. That's pissing money away.
Before you sign it, just take a look at it.
I got the Buffalo Wings comment where she thought that, there was...
She doesn't eat buffalo.
She was, and you said, baby, buffaloes don't have wings. I mean, and why do they call it that?
Yeah.
That's...
there's not much I can say to that one, Howard.
Yeah. That's got to freak you out. But so what?
Let that one go.
She's beautiful. She's a beautiful
You ask
girl.
any guy's wife, a lot of them don't know a lot of stuff.
It's...
and how many
Buffalo Wings is confusing,
But how many wives bring home the kind of money she does? Knowing all they know.
Zero.
Knowing all they know.
Yeah, what's she good for a year? You know?
$3-4 million at least.
Yeah, do you guys share that?
Breaking it in.
Do you guys have a shared bank account, or do you?
Yeah, we didn't do a prenup, anything.
You don't have separate business managers?
So everything's merged.
We do have separate, business managers, but, it's my money's her money kind of thing.
Really? As long as her money's your money.
Right.
All right, listen. Let me see what else you got here on this album. What's this? Here's a song called Shut Up. Now, I bet you wrote this.
This is all about,
About your wife?
About
just shut up.
Fighting with the woman and
all right.
Taking care
of. Shut up. See me dance there? Look.
Yeah, this is my big dance break there.
Yeah, there you go.
What's some of your buddies? Justin Timberlake and those dudes?
Yeah, we actually toured with NSYNC for a while, so know them pretty well.
You bang Britney Spears, that's pretty good.
Yeah, he gets props for that.
I like the fact.
Yeah. She was supposed to be waiting, but she quit, I guess.
You know what I like about you? I hardly know you, man, but at least you haven't gone wigger. Like you're talking like a white guy. You're not like, you're Justin Timberlake. I act like he's a black dude.
People relate to different things,
Oh, come on, dude. At least you speak like a white guy, which is what you are.
Right.
I am a white guy. You got me there.
Yeah, I mean, right? I mean, it's embarrassing.
He thinks like a black guy.
Okay, fine. But, it's embarrassing when white guys start talking like black guys trying to get some kind of credibility, and black guys are just laughing at you.
So what do you think about Eminem?
I think he ought to just talk like a white guy.
Right.
He does talk like a white guy. When he went to court, he was talking like a white guy. Trust me. Let me ask you last question.
Yeah.
Jessica got into a horrible car accident. We don't wish this.
Oh, God. Knock on wood.
Yeah. It disfigured her face. You still be with her?
Absolutely.
I'm a liar.
Absolutely.
I will. The lie to take the test.
If I'm willing to wait 3 years for the girl,
look at her.
It's not just physical.
Sure it is.
Yeah, there's other hot girls out there. Come on, it's not about that.
I see within 3 days you filed for divorce.
No.
All right. She's not disfigured, but she's paralyzed from the neck down.
Yeah, like a Christopher Reeve situation.
What if she gets into an accident and loses her personality?
Stop it.
I'm still in.
Nick Lachey, the album is out. It's called Solo. Featuring the single This I Swear, available in stores November 11th. And Shut
Now,
up.
98 Degrees isn't breaking up, is it?
No, we're still together. We're just taking a little hiatus.
This record does real well. They're
Nick's
broken
out
up.
of there.
Yeah, Nick's out. Nick's
Absolutely
gone.
not. Absolutely
He's
not.
got the TV show and a solo
I'm a
career.
man of my word.
And we'll see. Nice meeting you, Nick.
Good to meet you.
Good luck with the show.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, great having you here, and good luck with the album.
Thank you.
You're listening to a man who can't say fuck on the air without getting in trouble. Howard Stern.